Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream about your ex-husband. A relationship that was supposed to be for life, but that came to an end because that person simply did not give you what you needed most, which was that sense of protection that you were looking for so much in that man, with whom you had decided to make a home. But before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience. And in case you want to have psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the address that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream about your ex-husband. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going through a phase of your life where you feel helpless because the people who are supposed to protect you, to provide support in your difficult moments, they just aren't doing it. And that is what causes all your states of anguish, that every time you look for support in your loved ones, that may be your family or friends, they do not respond as you would like them to do it. Instead of listening to you and trying to understand you, they simply tell you, move on. It is like your weakness doesn't matter. Something that also suggests that you must be a person who has become used to showing yourself to others as someone very strong. But the problem is that that strength is precisely what no longer works for you, to detach you from your anxiety processes. And that explains why you are having this dream. In all probability, if your ex-husband showed up in your dream, you experienced a situation in the days before the dream where you felt left out by some people who were supposed to support you in your moments of weakness. Maybe you faced a very stressful situation at your job or at your university or wherever you were. And the moment you looked for someone to give you that emotional comfort that you needed, it just didn't come. And that is why the symbolic figure of your ex-husband is presented. Because in your own reality, he was a person who was supposed to give you precisely that. That sense of security, because he was the one who was apparently going to protect you. He was going to support you when no one else did. That, in a way, as I told you at the beginning of this video, it explains why your marriage with him came to an end. And that explains why, in a certain way, when you see him in the real world, if you were to meet your ex-husband, that sense of longing is activated, which you don't know how to interpret. It is as if you would like to be back with him when you really don't want to go back to that relationship. Well, the explanation for this lies in the fact that the presence of your ex-husband in your life makes you relieve that sense of helplessness that you are experiencing right now. That is why you feel melancholy about him, because he was someone who was supposed to take care of you, what you want at this moment. That is what the dream is revealing as a symptom of your psyche, that you feel very helpless and very abandoned. You have a hard time dealing with your state of loneliness. And that is why usually people who have this dream see his ex-husband rebuilding his life, which in turn reveals another of your fears, that someone can live without you. Well, in the case of your ex-husband, we can say that he was a person who at some point in your life was by your side, protecting you and taking care of you. And therefore, in certain states of the relationship, you felt that by being next to him, you were going to be protected, at least by one person on the planet. But when the relationship came to an end, your sense of helplessness became more evident to you, to the point that all your neuroses will arise precisely from the fact that every time you feel defenselessness, a part of your psyche is going to be activated, and it will bring to your conscious mind the figure of your ex-husband, which is a mental trick, a mechanism by which your unconscious is revealing what is causing all the blockages in your psyche at this moment. Every time you feel stressed, still liking, or frustration in relation to your work colleagues or classmates or even with your relatives, will be in relation to your inability to deal with your loneliness, because of this sense of helplessness I am talking about. And this happens because for many years your conscious self repressed your ability to live for yourself, which is precisely the psychic energy that we would have to release, redirect, and rearrange in your conscious mind so that you can interconnect all the processes that allow you not to feel anguish every time someone makes you feel defenseless. And in turn, so that you do not need to restore to the figure of your ex-husband as a source of protection. In fact, there are many women who go back to their ex-husbands even when they don't want to, because of everything I am explaining here. Rather, it is your sense of helplessness, which is found in your unconscious, that is forcing you in some way to want to be with a person that you know very well that is bad for you. Now, this is a process that has not emerged from now, but has actually been brewing for many years. The presence of this dream suggests to me that you grew up in an environment in which the expression of your individuality, which results in the ability to be alone, was something that you had to repress. You are the type of woman who was always told that she should be accompanied, that she shouldn't leave people out. It is very likely that even you had to take care of one of your brothers, because if you didn't, you were immediately qualified as a bad person. And that is exactly what today causes you not to be able to live for yourself, because you feel like a bad person for wanting to be alone. If you notice, this is what activates your sense of helplessness. It is not the fact that you cannot be strong, because you are a strong person, but you look for support in people who do not give it to you, and that generates the process of anguish and frustration that I was talking about at the beginning of this video. Because deep down, you feel guilty of not depending on others. And this is very interesting because although you took care of others in your childhood, in the sense that you were forced to be there for them when you wanted to be alone, somehow you too began to wish that others would take care of you. As a form of reciprocity, we are going to call it. But the problem is that you are such a strong person that paradoxically, it was the others who took your strength to find that sense of security that they had lost in their moments of despair. And deep down, that's what has come to an end. You want someone to genuinely protect you because no one else does. But at the same time, you only want to protect those who truly care about you. And that's why, as I told you at the beginning of this video, you are dreaming about your ex-husband, because he was someone who clearly did not give you what you want. It is a symbolic mechanism through which your unconscious is telling you this is what you lack. Not your ex-husband, but someone who protects you in the true sense of the word. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem. So you have to pay close attention in case you see your ex-husband in a dream. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams or have therapy sessions with me, just send me an email to the one that I leave you below so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate into my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!